up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Market Marauders. Being the market, one trade at a time. For new to Market Marauders, investment channel helps you to find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you smash the subscribe button down below, like, comment, and share. Now today, I'll be giving you my option picks for the week. So my options watch list from the perspective of Webull. If you'd like to sign up for Webull and get 2 free stocks, make sure that you check the description down below. Also, make sure you check out the Instagram page. So this is the Instagram page, market_marauders, and the clothing brand page, which is sus_clothing_brand. So make sure you check both of those out. Without further ado, let's jump into the watch list. So the watch list for this week, for options, the first one on here, we have Lululemon. So their moving average 50 is $381.05. Moving average 10 is $360.34. Moving average 100 is $379.87. They ended the week at $361.41. It looks like after hours they went down $1.41 to end at $360 even. So looking at the chart, we can see that they are on a bearish downtrend. The whole market is really this week. A lot of people sold off, so the whole market as a whole had a very bearish pattern. So a lot of people sold off on the market. It looks like this was one of the stocks that was affected by that sell-off. So they are bearish, denoted by the moving average 10 line, which is this red line, going below the moving average 50 and the moving average 100 line. But it looks like they're trying to bounce back just a little bit towards the end of the day to try to bring back that bullish uptrend. I'll jump to some background information on them because on the channel, I like to give some background information. I don't believe just reading charts is the best way to invest. I believe you need some background information as well to make a more informed decision. So let's jump into some background information on them. It says that they are going to acquire home fitness innovator Mirror. So basically, Mirror is a company where, kind of self-explanatory, a mirror, but it has like a video service that gives you different workouts. And if you followed sort of stocks in this niche, the whole athletic workout at home niche kind of went, parabolic. All of it went up because a lot of people were working at home while gyms and things of that nature were closed. Now go into some more information on them. They do have an earnings coming up. So their earnings is going to be next week on the 8th, so Tuesday, September 8th, at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're new to earnings, you can call in this number or you can click on the link right here. I found this page by Googling the company's name and press releases, and it's just free for everybody to listen to. But you're going to want to make sure that you jump into the call when they actually give it, so you're not stuck into a lobby, listening to music. So you want to jump in, probably it says approximately 10 minutes prior to call, which is probably best practices. But they give a lot of good information on how the company is running, a lot of information from higher ups in the company, and just good overall to see the direction that the company is moving. So jumping to the next one for this week, we got ticker sign CHWY, and that is for Chewy Incorporated. Chewy is a service where you can buy pet food online, so like a PetSmart or a Petco. You can buy different pet products online. They definitely benefited from the pandemic situation, considering a lot of those companies were closed and the physical stores were closed. A lot of people bought stuff online, and I think people will continue to buy things online. Before we jump into that, we're going to jump into the options for Lulu. So jumping to the option sections for Lulu, I think a strike price for an expiration date of October 13th would be the best. October 23rd would be the best option. So we're going to go in here and find October 23rd. And I think considering the price that they're at now, between 375 to 400 is a pretty realistic price. So if you're new to options or you're new to Webull, left-hand side is calls, right-hand side is puts. The ask side is going to be selling a call. The bid side is going to be buying a call. And the bid side is going to be buying a put. And the ask side is going to be selling a put. So just bear that in mind. And if you're extremely new to options or extremely new to trading, a call basically means that you believe that the stock is bullish, which means you believe it's going to go up. A put is you believe that it's bearish, which means believe it's going to go down. So just bear that in mind. Just that is how stocks are referred sometimes. So think a strike price for a call for ticker sign LULU for Lululemon is going to be between $375 to $400. So at $375 for a call, you're looking to pay between $2,150. And for the $400 strike price, you're going to be looking to pay $1,275. So pretty expensive as far as options are concerned, but those are the prices. Also bear in mind, these are prices based off the stock market being closed. So if you're following the stock market, on Monday is Labor Day, so it's a holiday, so the stock market will be closed. So these plays are going to be based off Tuesday through Friday. So just bear in mind the market is closed on Monday, so you'll have to execute these on Tuesday if you choose to do so. Also bear in mind I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. If you'd like to talk to a certified financial advisor, make sure you contact your local CPA or CPAs around you. This is just for educational purposes, just to point you on the right direction on how to make a more informed decision. So for October 23rd, those are going to be the prices, and bear in mind these prices do change, but the strike price is the thing that stays stagnant. So these strike prices will not change, but these prices will change based on the price of the actual option. So all these options up here above in call space, so believing that they're going to be bullish, these are all considered in the money options because it has reached these strike prices. So if you hear anybody in options talk about in the money, just basically means that it has reached this strike price. Out of the money is a stock price above this price, since it has not reached that. So these will be considered out of the money. So if you hear people talking about in the money or out of the money, that is just basically what that is referencing. Now, jumping into the next one, ticker sign CHWY for Chewy. Moving average 10 on them is $60.04. Moving average 50 is $65.70. And the moving average 100 is $62.59. So they ended the week at $61.18. And it looks like after hours they went up $1.06 to end at $62.24. So they're still on a bearish trend, but it looks like they're trying to test this resistance level at the moving average 100 of $62.59. So we'll see how that plays next week. But let's jump into some background information on them. So Chewy actually has an earnings coming up as well. Theirs will be next Thursday on the 10th at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And just like the other stock, Lululemon, you're going to go and click on this link. You're going to Google Chewy press releases or go to the investor relations tab for news and events. And then you can find this link and you can go and click on here for the web section or call into this number for listening to the webcast. So actually, there's a lot of good information that comes from listening to these. A lot of the stuff is not actually, put into the press releases. So just bear that in mind. A lot of the information that you hear does not go to the press releases. So just the bulk of the information, like gains, losses, but directions and plans for moving forward, a lot of that stuff for the company actually does not get released in the press release. So just bear that in mind. You get a little bit of an advantage for listening to the calls themselves instead of just reading the press releases. So jumping to the last one that I have for this week, it's ticker sign PTON for Peloton Interactive. So another at-home workout company that makes active wear. Their moving average 10 is $79.14. Moving average 50 is $83.32. And the moving average 100 is $78.38. They ended the week at $80.63, but after hours went up 12 cents to be at $80.75. So that's going to be the next one that's coming up. But let's jump into Chewy for the options play. So for options for Chewy, let's type them in. We're going to use the same strike price the same expiration date as the last one. So expiration for the next one is going to be October 23rd. We'll use the same one as Lulu. So for Chewy, I think a strike price between, if we can scroll up here, $65 to $75 is a good range. So if we see right here on the calls, remember the bid side is to buy a call. I think Chewy definitely has potential to go up, in my personal opinion, especially going to rally to earnings. And if we look at $65, you're going to pay $685 per option contract. And if you go to the $75 strike price, which we're going to scroll down to look here, at $75, you're paying $380 per option. So a little bit cheaper than the previous ones, but still I think they have the potential to run up, especially considering 65 is not that far from the actual price. So let's jump into Peloton. If we look, they are bearish, denoted by the moving average 10 line being below the moving average 50 and the moving average 100, but looks like they're trying to rally up a little bit to test the second level at moving average 50 line. So they're kind of bouncing in between the moving average 50 and the moving average 100 line, which looks like they're trying to go back up to test this moving average 50 line, which could potentially denote a breakout for them. So go to some background information on them. We can see that they have earnings coming up as well. Their earnings is going to be the same day as Chewy's earnings, at the exact same time as well, 5 p.m. The same thing applies to this company. Go Google their company, Google press releases, and then you'll click on the link. They'll usually ask you a little bit of information like your name, where do you work, email address, but they do not spam you and give you a bunch of different emails. I think it's just for purposes on who is joining the call. So make sure you tune into that. Lots of good information on them, but I think that they have potential to run up just because they are in the same niche as Lululemon. So going into options for them, we're going to type in ticker sign PTON. And I'm going to be consistent with the October 23rd. For picking strike prices, strike prices and expiration dates. I try to find a reasonable value. So for expiration dates, I try to go at least a month out from where I'm at. And then for strike prices, I try to do realistic values from where their 52-week high is or where the highest value I've seen on the chart is, and try to level down from that. Trying to have a stock that goes up to and way above buying something completely out of the money, could yield you a little bit of profits, but maybe a little bit reckless. The only one that I've seen that probably has, exceeded expectations is going to be Zoom. Zoom last week, or this week, I should say, on Monday, definitely exceeded the expectations. So if you're interested in that, go make sure you check the video from last week for option picks and see where I had the pick at and where it actually ended up at, because that was a crazy move upward. So for this one, I think a call is the best option, which is going to be the left-hand side, between a strike price of $85 to $90. So at $85, you have $1,085 is what you'll pay per contract. And then at $90, you have $995 per actual contract. So good moves for them. Still, I would say that they're in the middle range of price as far as options contract is concerned. So I would say Lululemon's probably the most expensive one. Peloton is probably the second most expensive one, and Chewy being the least expensive. So I try to give 3 different ranges of prices per options. And it's up to you to make the decision. I'm not telling you what to buy, just showing you what you would pay if you were to jump into options trading. So make sure you go add the IG, market_Marauders. Make sure you go add the clothing company, sus_clothing brand. And good luck to everyone out there trading next week. I know the market has been going down, but don't panic sell. Do not sell all of your stocks. The market always has corrections, and this is one of the corrections. So it's not as bad as March. March was definitely a lot worse than what's going on now. So definitely do not panic and sell all of your stuff, especially if you took a long time to build that portfolio. So, there has been a little bit of profit taken on the end of a lot of people, but some companies are starting to bounce back and be green. So just bear that in mind. 2 days of red is definitely a lot better than a whole month of red, which was basically March. So just bear that in mind. There's still profits out there to be made. You can still make deals in the market. And I'll see you guys next time. Good luck to everybody out there trading. And make sure you check out the community tab for the plays for this week. Peace.